Yay. Hello everybody. Happy weekend. It's Friday. It's kind of weekend. It's not really weekend yet because I keep thinking that Friday is part of the weekend. My mind is already in the weekend. All right. Energy updates and collective message. Energy today is quite lovely. I don't want to say I just had like a little light bulb moment. I know we have been going through a lot of shadow works collectively, and I just kind of realized that it's been a while that I haven't astral traveled. It's been a while that I haven't felt so light like when I first awakened, like when I first, delve into spirituality, where I'm like astral traveling all the time, meditating all the time, and having a lot of blissful moments, and just like indulging in the lights, all of the lightness. It has been so dense and dark in the past couple of years, because ever since I would say the past 2 years up until right now. And I just noticed I'm not the only one, and I feel like all of you guys are on the same page. And I have been wearing a lot of dark colors, and I have been wearing black. Like, I don't know, like, I haven't been astral traveling for a while, guys. And I feel like we're all going through this together. It's like we're doing shadow works collectively. All kinds of retrogrades, solar eclipses, lunar eclipses, lots of crazy shits, and lots of shiftings, timeline jumps, ascensions and solar flares, etc. Lots of shadow works after another shadow works, and rebirths. It was just like a lot of hardships where moments of bliss happens, but it wasn't like how it used to be. I don't know, like I don't know how to describe it, and I just noticed that it's been a while, like reading about sacred geometry every day, and just like so pulled into the spiritual world, and just like studying about spirituality, and just like enjoying finding out the knowledges, the lost informations, and knowing about different alien species, different type of beings, and just like channelings and mediumship, psychic abilities, and just like exploring. It's been a while. Teachings of healing, teachings of magics, and just like, oof. We have been, I felt like I was kind of put into a different like quantum field, where our focus are being shifted into just focusing on oneself, being in hermit mode, going through transformations, rebirths. So I haven't been reading, I haven't been feeling like how I used to feel when I first had my spiritual awakening for a while. So I don't know how many people would resonate with this, but but it's in a good way. I feel like a different person. Let's see what message we're bringing through today. Let's see, what deck are we gonna use? You know what? I'll just use the kitten tarot. I don't know if I don't know if there's a couple of different collectives out there that are kind of on like different paths and different waves. Maybe I don't know, maybe some people aren't going through this, maybe some people are going through it, but I don't know. Alright, let's see. Oh, bro, bro, the Ouija board shit. Oh, I think I played with the Ouija board like twice, and I got rid of it, and just like, I don't know, it just like nothing useful was coming through that shit. So yeah, I would rather just channel spirits and my higher self, and I would just like using my own consciousness without using any tools. And I remember there were like so many modalities, so many different tools to use. And it was so exciting too, like learning about new stuff. You know, it's been a while I haven't feel like that. You know, I have been doing lots of shadow works and just like getting through, pushing through. Like pushing through. I need some coffee and cigarettes. Pushing through every day. Psychic attacks. Protection methods. Learning about boundaries. Looking at my own shadows. My own insecurities. Ascension symptoms. I don't know, the list can go on. Right? The list can go on, right? Anyway. That was some yapping. Some yapping. But the yappings are so real though. I hope you're all doing good. Bro! The braids and body element is very telling. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Thank you, Zeffy? Zeffy? I don't know how I'm saying it right. Bro, guess what card we got? The devil! This is the cutest devil ever though. Look at that flame all around. We've been through hell, guys. And I always describe this as the initiation process. Those you know, you know. The initiation process is only for the very few. Because it's hard as fuck. It's difficult. And I'm like, you know, you may feel like you're crazy. You may feel like you're the only one doing this, but no. There's a bunch of us on this journey together. And it really did feel like it's, you know, hell is not really, well, I mean, there is astral plane that's kind of like hell, that feels like hell, and there's entity that feels like demons, but also is kind of inside you have your own demons, and you know, it's a vibration, is a feelings, is a mindset construct, it's a frequency, right? And so the idea of hell is really interesting, and the devil is feeling of there's so many ways to describe it, but definitely this message kept coming through. It just kept coming through. We were just in the void last night, talking about the underworld journey. Like literally, I had 2 clients from this week alone. 2 clients this week alone. I had to prepare them into going into the underworld journey because I made the trip a couple of times, so I would consider myself a little too bit experienced in terms of this underworld journey. So I'm like, I never really talk about this so much, but like I did in some lives, but damn, people are ready. More and more people are ready for this shit. It's kind of exciting though, because it just means that there's another great awakenings about to take place, and I am super happy, excited. Hi, Kate29. Hello, Mr. Scotty New. Hi, Movie Tray. Hello, everybody. I know cats are the best. I love cats. I have a cat. I live. I know. You know, it is so funny. I can't. It's so funny. I was gonna say, what is so funny? This torch that the devil is holding, it literally looked like an ice cream cone. You know, one of the best thing I love in the underworld is humor. It's humor. It's humor. Humor is such a powerful transmuter. You literally can transmute anything with that shit. Seraphim. Seraphims are considered to be biblical creatures that are the 6-winged angels that are very scary looking. Alright. It's really, you know, oh jeez, come on, man. The devil and the magician reverse, like, ah! Do I really have to talk about this? Come on, do I really have to talk about this, guys? You know, sure, why not? Conspiracy type of shit, alright. Yeah. No, it's real. The amount of psychic attacks we've been getting for the past 2 years is fucking insane. The amount of times that we are being fucking triggers is countless. Like, this is what I'm supposed to talk about? Come on, yo, you're not alone. Someone need to hear this. Because sometimes it really does get really dark to recognize the truth. It's like, yes, yeah, there is evil in the world. You know, as much as we wouldn't want to look at it, but there is a lot all around. The magicians is about manipulations. A lot of manipulations all around. Understanding the truth and knowing the truth doesn't mean that you are focused on the negativity, so-called, but to be in a neutral space where you don't judge good or bad, but just to know the fact that things exist, that there is good and bad that exist, there is black and white that exist, right? Yin and yang. And neutrality and nothingness and everything is in the middle. We're 0 point. And so we are being trained to sit in this space. Sometimes you're being pushed up, sometimes you're being pulled down, so that to kind of test your faith. You know, when you're being pushed up, your ego is being tested. Are you going to humble yourself, or are you going to play with the ego? And then sometimes you're being pulled down is when your ego is getting smashed, is getting crushed, and and then so you learn, you know, so you're being thrown up and smashed down. Bro, what the hell is the universe playing these? You know, why does the universe gotta be playing us like that, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible to have no ego, because the ego has to exist in order for a human being to exist in this world, for you to survive. So once again, you are judging the ego, because if you don't want to have an ego, it means that you're judging it, that you see it as a bad thing, that you want to get rid of it. Again, you are still seeing things as black and white, as good or bad, and you are running away from one or the other. But that's not the point. The point is to be in the neutral 0 point space where we observe everything as it is, as it is, as it is, as it is. You don't need to project. You don't need to see it as it's not, but just see it as this. See it as it is. See everything as it is. being tested, being trained. Well, are you one of the light warriors? Are you one of the spiritual warriors? Because this is the initiation process. It is the initiation process. As much as we hate it, but at the same time, extremely grateful, super grateful for this, because character development, guys. Character development. All right, because I'd rather be a baddie than just a dumb fucking bitch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sorry, guys. I have a really aggressive way of expressing, so don't take everything so serious, because do I give a shit about words? Yes, I do. Do I give a shit about words? No, I don't. I do and I don't. Yes, words are powerful. But at the same time, why would you let it limit you? Life is a paradox. Because, let me tell you this. We walk in the dark. We walk in the light. We carry the torch of both roads. Thank you, Prize. As that. Bro, let me tell you. After all of the initiation shit, the character development process, the triggerings, and everything that happened so far, there is no other way. Like, is there any other way than besides being a baddie? So, you know, every single spiritual warrior who is going to do spiritual work in the new world are required to be initiated, do the initiation process. No one is an exception, so everyone's have to. And if you're the type that are just like, yeah, I'm just comfortable in the light, or I'm just comfortable in the dark, I'm just like comfortable like with one spot. No, you're gonna be, let's go, bitch. We're gonna get you to where you're uncomfortable. We're gonna get you fucking triggered. Because to the point where you like, you need no validation from anyone, from anything, from any outside validation. You don't need none of that. Because you have to, in order to carry out your spiritual work. This is and I'm so grateful for it. I'm so grateful for it. Hello, Greg. I know, right? Yep. I'm constantly being thrown at something, twist and turn, roller coaster, ups and downs, and whew, are we enjoying it? Huh? Are we all enjoying it, right? Yeah, we're all enjoying it. Yes, I know. Oof. And enjoying the thrill. The thrill is what we live for. The thrill is what we live for. Magician. Whew. Interesting. The devil reverse and the magician. No, I mean the devil and the magician reverse is literally exactly that is that. Because how should I put this? There's many layers of truth. Right? And it's almost like you go through your first awakening, you go through your first spiritual awakening, and then you see the first layer of truth. It's like onion. It's like there's so many different layers of the universe, or of the world, right? Of the everything there is. And so And then you thought, because people just think, oh, it's just like one week, you know. Waking up is the ultimate goal. Not that. It's just the fucking beginning. No, this is what you think. You're just gonna wake up one day and see all the truth. No, you just get a little peek into the world. Just get a little peek into the, oh, and then you're like, wow, I see it. But then you only you just get to the first layer of awakening. And you see the first layer of truth. And then, watch, you're going to be thrown at something else. And then you're going to go through another tower moment. So you're going to get triggered. You're going to have to do this, shadow works, whatever you call it. And then you're going to have another awakening. Small or big, doesn't matter. And then you see another layers of truth. And then you got to keep going, bro. It's not done. Like, you think it's like, oh, man, give me a fucking break, won't you? I need a freaking break. Yeah, you only get a break when you didn't want to get a break, and I'm like, what is this? What is this, man? You're now you're so worked up, and you've been on this momentum, and you're like, okay, let's go. Next challenge, all right, let's go. And then all of a sudden, the universe and be like, okay, you can rest now. You can have a break now, and then you're like, bro, I'm already doing this every day. Like, I'm ready, to tackle anything at any fucking moment. And now I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna take a break right now. You know, the thing is, the universe and source never allowed you to understand the next move. You just never know what the fucking next move is. Oh, this ride is freaking, what a thrill. What a thrill. Like, what a ride. Full of surprises, full of triggers, full of gratifications, full of beautiful moments, full of tears, full of enlightenments, full of everything. It's like, oh jeez, can we feel this much? Can we be this much? Can we be this much? It's too much, but it's not too much. I don't know. All right. Alright. Yeah. So this is kind of like a collective thing, because the few has to kind of pave the way forward. So there's always the group of the very few that will be kind of have to go first. Doesn't matter. And that's why we're being tested, the faith. And being broken down so many times to a point where we depend on nothing, nobody. The only thing that we depend on is our source, and that's it. Because you have to pave waves, because nothing can make sense when you're paving ways, making new paths. So nothing makes sense, because it's not supposed to make sense. You know, as much as you would love to make sense of everything, it's not supposed to make sense. And that's why you need the faith. And that's why you need the faith. And that's why you need that. Because you don't have that, how are you going to do this? People's going to judge you. People's going to misunderstand you. People's going to troll. People's going to come at you. People's going to, you also energetically. Some is physically. Some is, mentally. Some is emotionally. And you're getting all of this stuff directed at you in all directions. And when you have faith and you stand strong in your own light, nothing can touch you. And that's the only way. Thank you, God Tier Exotics. I love my hair today too, because I'm going out tonight to party. So it's an honor to be the very few. So you're like, all right. Get me signed. I sign up. Yeah, let me sign up for that shit. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, it's hard. Oh, fuck, it's special. Like, I'm signing up for this shit. Like we gotta go hard or go home, bro. Have all the fun. You go hard or go home. Or not do it at all. You check all the boxes of the challenges. And as I always say, like, I attract really interesting people. As much as I would love to attract, like, the unicorns and, like, the beautiful, like, lovely people. But I do attract a bunch of Vikings and warriors spirits. They're all, like, fucking tough and, like, weird. I'm not saying that you are, but I am, because you can't really tell by looking at me, but I am, you know? And, like, wait, if you just look at these people, you can't tell at all. You can't tell. You can't. They're fucking warriors. They're not just some kind of light workers. They're just, like, empaths out there, like, ordinary star seeds. Nah. They're fucking spiritual warriors. Am I talking about you? Of course I'm talking about you. Yeah. I'm talking about you. Why are you here? Why do you resonate with the stuff that I talk about? Because you are. And you see a reflection of yourself in me. I know. Let me tell you, it's hard to... I didn't see this for myself in the beginning. You know, the ideas, it's just the mere ideas of being exposed and having to speak in front of people just freaking horrified me. Just, let's say, 3 years ago. That was me 3 years ago. Can you believe it? So why was the initiation process has to happen? So that I don't give a fuck. So I can say things and trigger people, but I still don't give a fuck because I get work done. Because some people just need to be triggered. Because if you're feeling triggered, I mean, it works. Shit works. If you feel nothing, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just like you know what I mean? Yeah, because you know what? You know how I know? you know how I know? Because I've been through them. I've been through them all. Every single time I get triggered, I know I'm doing work. I know I'm fucking doing work. Alright? If I look at something, or I see something, or I'm trying to learn something, I don't feel nothing. I know. Every time you're triggered, every time you get triggered, you're like, alright, something's coming. Alright, new lesson's coming. Alright, let's go. Let's tackle this. What is this? What is this now? What is it trying to tell me? You know? So, but, hey, I'll be the bad guy. Give it to me. I'll do the work. I'll rip off your Band-Aid. I'll smack you in your head. I'll whip you in your ass. Let me do it. Let me do it for you. Hey. Hey. Six of Pentacles. And that's why Spirit's always giving me, like, the hardest message to deliver. But, I don't know. I just have an interesting way of delivering messages that is so harsh to hear. But I enjoy it. I do. This what is it called? Mischievous side of me. Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. This is like the same theme over and over again. Stop overgiving. Why? Why do we always get this message? The Emperor, stop. Oh, shit. Come on, man. This is another freaking... I feel like whatever I'm going to say, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. Oh my goodness. All right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Should I say it? Should I say it? Should I say it? Oof. The Emperor reversed and the Six of Pentacles reversed. All right. This. You're in truth bombs. Truth bombs that hurts. Truth bombs that hurts. Oof. Are you ready? All right. So, you know, in the past, we know the idea of the tendency to manipulate, and there's people out there who have this manipulative personalities, like narcissists, and you know, everyone has a level of narcissistic tendency in them, and the truth is that a lot of time is it's easier to kind of look at the outside world and then to look at it at ourselves. So it's easier to see the patterns when someone else is doing it. You see it like when you're a friend or relatives or someone that you see the patterns and you see people doing that. You're like, yes, empaths, narcissists, and dynamics, toxic relationship, blah, blah, blah. You see the patterns and you see people being manipulative and you see it, right? Whew, okay. You know, as much as I really don't like to say it, but a lot of these very loving individuals, very giving individuals who enjoys giving love to other people and just like, oh, extremely beautiful souls, lovely, lovely souls. But they're extremely toxic in a way that they are people pleasers. People pleasers are so toxic because people-pleasing tendency is a form of manipulations without them knowing it, because they think that I just want to help everyone and I want to help everyone and I always want to help everyone, and they overextend themselves to a point where they are always drained and just very toxic, to a point that it is a form of manipulation because they are not really doing it from an intentions where they're filled up with love in their own cup. They're doing it to please other people, to get validations, to validate their values, their self-worth from giving other people, to make themselves feel good about themselves, to make themselves feel good because they don't feel good about themselves. Right? And so they have to constantly be giving and doing these things just so that they get validated. So to feel like they're a good person, they're a loving person. But they don't do that to themselves. Oh, yes. People pleaser are avoided. Yes, yes, yes. So in another way, it is manipulations. Because you're either, and their narcissists manipulate from narcissists are manipulators as well. They manipulate through the opposite way, and that's why they are frequency matching with each other, and that's why they attract. And I talked about this in another video. I know some of you already saw it. Talking about this because I came from this. I used to be a people pleaser, so like I know. At some point, I have to take a hard ass fucking look at myself and like, ew, that was not attractive, baby. Yep. That's what I'm saying. It takes a lot of work to do this stuff, to look at your own shadows and to admit that to yourself. Like, oh, you know what? It's not really the other person, it's myself. Because, like, if I don't have this issue, why would I be kept going into a cycle with people like that, And, like, yeah. As much as I hate to say it this way, because they are, and they are beautiful souls. They are lovely, lovely, lovely souls that loves giving. But unfortunately, that is a little toxic. Therapy with Sunny. Bro, I need therapy myself. Yeah. Because I know. It's not easy. It's not easy to see the truth, because no, I hope you guys like that truth bomb. I hope you guys like that truth bomb. I tried my best, all right, to not get you to hit you too hard. You're welcome, Meg Small. 2222. Because either way, we really need to stop, looking for validation from our external world, from other people. The only validation we ever need is from ourselves. Yo. Yeah. And that's how we're gonna break free from this prison, is that everyone understanding this truth and finally not having to look outside for a savior or for validations for anything. You have everything inside you. Unfortunately. Well, we gotta start somewhere, right, Sakio? We gotta start somewhere. So starting somewhere. I was a people pleaser too, not that long ago. It's been, it's not like it's 10 years ago. It's only like 2 to 3 years ago. Maybe even last year I was still a people pleaser. All of us have that little spectrum of people pleaser and narcissistic traits within all of us that we're working through. All right. You gotta pay attention to what your reality is reflecting back at you. The relationships that you have, the relationships you have with yourself is the best mirror that you can look at. We're not perfect, but we are perfectly imperfect. It also takes time. It takes time because imagine being a people pleaser for 20 fucking years or 30 fucking years. It's not just gonna be like all of a sudden you'll get out of it one day. Like okay, you take a medicine, you take a pill, and you're all good. No. You gotta practice every fucking day. What is understanding yourself? What are your boundaries? Speaking your boundaries, speaking your truth, continue pushing through and being yourself and choosing yourself constantly every single day. Choosing yourself every day. Every choice is being thrown at you, right? Because it takes practice every single day. It's like, remember the little layers of awakening. You have first layer of awakening, and then you see the first layer of truth, and then you go through it, and then you just keep going, and then you get to the second layer, you get to the third layer, and you get to the fourth layer, and you integrate everything, and then you become whole. You become a little more 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 whole. Become a little more wholesome. Become a little more complete. Become a little more of who you are. Become a little more authentic. Cannot giving a homeless person money be an example, right? I haven't give homeless people money for a long ass time, for many years. I know. This is a small little practice, small little practice. Small little practice. Yeah. What else? There's many little details that you can figure out. Just observe yourself. Just observe. Just observe yourself every day, and you will see the little things that you do, the little thought that goes into your head. And you're like, should I wear this shirt or should I wear that shirt? Do I look good in this? Is people gonna like this? And you know what? Fuck it. You know, how do I feel about it? You know, I feel good in this. Oh yes. Yeah. Do I feel good in this? Yes. Do I feel good in that? Yes. Do I feel good? Do I feel good? Do I feel good with that situation? Do I feel good with this situation? Do I feel good with that person? Do I feel good with this? I don't know. Constantly choosing yourself. And when you are always seeking the outside validations, you tend to do one thing. It doesn't matter if that person is narcissistic or empathic or the giver or the taker. As long as they're seeking an outside validation, as long as they're seeking external validations, they tend to do one similar thing. And guess what that one similar thing is? Is to control the outcome. Is to control the outcome. It's no flow to control the outcome. One is to control the outcome by being fake. One is by manipulating so that they can get what they want. Because they want to control the outcome. Because they want to get what they want. In a way. And that is what attachment is, isn't it? Because you want that. You want that one thing. And there's no other way. There's no other way. and some people get it by telling lies. Some people get it by people pleasing. Some people get it by whatever they try to do just to achieve that. Because they wanted that outcome. They want to manipulate to get certain things. But we have to release that. And we have to be a magician. Detach. That is. The idea behind that is attachment versus detachment. Right? Do you think, and a lot of people have it wrong, right? Because they think, okay, detachment is being cold. Is it? No. Just being neutral. You don't attach an outcome to certain things. You don't attach a judgment to certain things. You don't, is it good or bad? You don't attach a judgment. You don't attach an outcome. You don't need to control. You just be. And then you just flow. Alright, so if something happens to you, if a person in your life, you flow it. You don't try to, I need to be in a relationship with that person. I need to do everything to get that person. And I need to please that person so he can stay or she can stay. That is controlling. That is attachment. But then if you don't have an attachment, you would be like, if that person is not meant to be, then everything is going to happen. The universe is going to align me to whatever, it's meant to be. If things doesn't go my way, that means that there's something for me to learn there. No attachment to the outcome. No attachment to how things unfold. And no attachment to a things or a place or a situation or a person. And you flow. And you allow. And you surrender. Because at the end of the day, you have faith. You have faith. You have faith that you're working on yourself. You're working on your alignment, your frequency, your vibrations. And you're working on yourself. And by working on yourself, that you believe, you have faith that the universe will align everything that you're working on. And that you're vibrating at. And you attract everything that you're vibrating at, that your frequency attracts to. Instead of being controlling, we get a little bit of Abraham Hicks kind of stuff right here a little bit. I love Abraham Hicks. So good. So good. In the vortex. Or get in the vortex. I'm getting back to listening to Abraham Hicks. So good. Yeah. You know. And when you see the truth, then all of a sudden you will see through all of the bullshits on the surface. You will see through all the bullshits. You know, people can act one way, people can say certain things, but at the end of the day, there is always a truth behind everything. But when your judgment is being super clouded, then you probably think that there's only one way. There's only one way. And you can notice if your body, you can even pay attention to how your body acts, your facial expressions. You know, you can even see it in people. Are their muscle tensed, or are you just like relaxed? You can see if you're constantly in this mode of stressed and anxiety, high level of anxiety. You want to control everything. You want to control your attachment to everything, and how you operate. And you operate like that in everything, in every aspect in your life. And you know, over time, 20 years, 30 years, you're always tense. Your muscles are tense, and that's why you have a lot of physical problems, issues, pains over there, migraine, all this shit. You know, and you notice. If someone the opposite way, if you're always so relaxed and trusting, doesn't matter good or bad happens, it's always for your good. And you're always relaxing, your muscles are relaxed, and you don't age. You don't age, and you're in good health. And you just feels everything, and you're in the flow. But we're not perfect. I'm just saying. I'm just giving examples so that we can use as reference. None of us perfect, but we would like to achieve it. Who want to live and not age? Come on, like I want that. Don't you want that? Come on. You don't want good health? Well, come on. We want good health, good body, and so we can go out and party. And look good. And feel good. Bro. Oh, man, I'm going to party for another 50 years, so don't judge me. Man, and I need this. I can't afford that anxiety shit. Sig 1, thank you. Right? Period. Yeah, being in a constant state of needing to control everything really stress the fuck out of you, and stress is the cause to every disease. I'm telling you. All right, that's good enough. What last freaking card. 4 of Swords. Time. See, this is quite interesting. This is the 4 of Swords. This deck is so cute. Usually the 4 of Swords is such a sad image in most tarot decks, but this one, oh guys, want some cake? Bro, I just went to the deli today, and I picked up a box of red velvet cake mix because I want to bake a cake. And look what I got. 4 of Swords. And I also got some heavy cream, and I'm gonna whip my own cream. I'm gonna bake a red velvet cake. Ooh, 4 of Swords. And this is, me baking the cake, cutting it, and you guys are here. All right, guys, let's party. See what I'm saying? You got, if you're in the good vibrations, You don't gotta be like so like, oh, I gotta eat this. This is like, man, a little bit of sugar is fine, a little bit of alcohol and this and that, as long as you're in a good vibration and you're in alignment and you have good intentions, you're not overindulged and you're balanced, no, fuck it, come on. You don't have to be like, oh, everything gotta be organic and shit. And I can't eat meat, bro. Whew. But nah, man. I deserve. I'm gonna make a red velvet cup. Not a cupcake, but I'm gonna make a red velvet cake, and I'll whip my own cream. I'm in good shape, bro. So I'm proud. I'm nah, I nourish my body and my soul, so man, I have no guilt eating this cake. I'm telling you, I have no guilt going out and partying like a because I feel good. Because I feel good. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but and also because I'm baking the cake myself. Because I'm baking the cake myself. Because I put all the love in that cake. Oh. I'm gonna put all that love in that cake that I'm baking, and I'm gonna eat it myself. I give you a little piece virtually, but all that love I pour into that cake is gonna go back into my body. Regardless of the sugar in there, it's the vibrations, it's the frequency, it's the love that goes in there. It's not like I'm eating cake every month or every other day or something, right? But I don't know. That's just the idea. Work hard, man. We deserve this. It's been hard. And by the way, tomorrow, I think it's tomorrow. Yes, definitely. Tomorrow is solar eclipse. So we just had a retrograde. Mercury retrograde, was it? Oh, bro. Intense fucking spiritual work for the past 3 days. We deserve some good times, so go out, enjoy yourself tomorrow, this weekend, tonight, whatever. You deserve it, okay? You deserve it. I've been alchemizing, cooking, and baking energy recently too. Yes, that's a big fucking yes. People don't understand how important that is. It's not what's in the ingredient. It's the energy, the intention behind when you're making these. But of course, and the ingredients, matters a little bit. And you use of course, you prefer to use the best. But that's not all it is. It's part of it. Sometimes if you're sometimes you're a little broke, you know what I'm saying? I'm I just get, whatever's out there, shit that we can't control, I'm saying. And, as long as you have this love, you're putting it all into there and making, the best thing. And you're turning everything into gold, baby. You turn everything into gold. Everything you touch, you turn into gold. And everything you touch with love, you turn into gold. And you put that back into your body. It's self-love. I ain't even making it for nobody too, But of course, make sure I put everything good in there. So yes, again, detachment. We're practicing detachment every single day. Detaching from ideas, from construct, from mind jails, jails for mind, ideas that jails your brain, no, why do you gotta be one way, do whatever feels good, nourishes the soul is the point, after all. That was a lovely message, lovely session. I don't know what this is, but anyway, guys, I think that's all the message for today. And I will have to, I'm not sure if I'm going to bake the cake now or later, but I'm going to have to go. But appreciate all of you being here. Thank you for hanging out. Mind you. Oh, yeah. And love you guys. Sending you love and peace. Go have fun and go do some self-love today, tonight, tomorrow, this weekend. Enjoy it. Love you. Bye. See you soon. Thank you.